All right, what's up, guys? I I looked into some really cool albums yesterday. We had to take a trip out of town for a funeral, and we stopped at a record store, and we had I don't know, we had like an hour to kill before we had to be there, so we picked a spot called Monkey Feet, and it's actually kind of different. I think it's probably the only one in the nation that is ran out of a lawyer's office. When we first walked in, it was kind of weird. I just seen a couple of crates with some, vinyls in it, and then another thing with some cassettes and 8 tracks and shit. And I was like, oh, that's all they got, and it was like, no, they had to give us a tour. We toured through their office building, and in pretty much each office that would have like a lawyer or something, they just had kind of a different genre going on in. So we uh, we kind of checked it out a little bit. We couldn't really spend a whole lot of time, but I looked into. I got 3 Blackbird albums at a fair price, and I got a what is that? Graham Central Station, Larry Graham and the Graham Central Station, and I also got one of his solo albums, just Larry Graham. So I got 5 records for just over $50. So it was actually a pretty good deal. I told my son we'd be going back. We're gonna make a trip down there to check that place out more thoroughly and to check out some of the other spots down there, and that's in Oklahoma City. So anyway, um, I don't know. I got off work. I'm off work at a decent time from here on out, between 10 and 11 p.m. Um, I worked till 11:30 the other night, and that's kind of later than I cared to. I'm trying to be home by 11 if I can, but yeah, it's given me a lot of time to not have shit to do. I'm just used to being awake, so figure fuck it. We'll kick off Monday morning madness for you guys and give you something to check out in the morning if there's nothing else more interesting going on. And at least have some decent music to check out. I really I started researching into just the funk genre because I found that that's kind of the home that I wanted to be at, and searching through all this different types of music and shit. And this place down in Oklahoma City, they had everything. They had pretty much every name that just came to mind. They had a whole section on, and they were very high quality vinyls. So some of the pricing was pretty high quality too, and I can understand why. Especially with what I little I looked through, there was so much shit that I just didn't see at any of the places in the Tulsa area. So anyway, we're gonna be making a trip back down there, making a day of record shopping once I can burn the money, have a couple $100 to spend at least to make it worth the trip, and go down there and load up on some rare items that I can't find around here. Um, I did other than those 5, I do have I got one in the mail already. It was a very very rare Al Green record that I'm gonna talk about on Wednesday. Um, I got that. I've got another what was that? Bobby Brown. Yeah, Bobby Brown album coming. That's actually Muscle Shoals recording. So I'll be I think up to a dirty dozen. I think I've got we'll have a dozen. I will have a dozen Muscle Shoals recording by Wednesday, hopefully. I've got 2 more coming in the mail. One's Bobby Brown, and then the other one's a Lenny Williams album. Um, that's not that's not a Muscle Shoals album. It's just, uh, dude, it's really hard to find Lenny Williams albums. I didn't think it would be hard to find some of these artists, but um, they really are hard to find, and apparently people who have their records tend to hold on to them. So I ordered a cheap Lenny Williams record. Didn't have anything notable on it that I knew or recognized, but he's just got one of those voices like Al Green or Bill Withers. That it's probably going to be a good album regardless of what's on it. So anyway, yeah, I got a few others to talk about. We bought a few other albums too, and who knows? I've got all day tomorrow and Tuesday and Wednesday morning actually that I might end up going and finding some more. Um, I doubt it. I've got plenty to talk about already. But I might go and find some more records. Other than what I was going to show y'all on Wednesday anyway. So, um, it's become kind of my place of refuge. Is oh shit, I'm not even on cam. I thought I'd switch that camera over. I don't know why that's all the way the fuck over there. Hang on a second. Anyway, I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah, I've had people come at me and tell me things that are going on in their lives, and around the YouTubes and shit. And I've been kind of off-putting about it, and I feel kind of bad now looking back. Hey, what's up, General Sea Monkey? I don't mean to be shitty to people, especially to the ones that don't deserve it. Um, I just I just got to this point where none of the bullshit on YouTube matters at all. We had a death in the family. It was kind of sudden and unexpected, and I guess that coupled with you know the the change that I'd already been going through, I just got kind of angry, I guess, about everything and about all the stupid drama on YouTube mainly. And I guess when it someone close to you dies and shit, it kind of puts things into perspective even more. And I was already in a perspective place. I was already in a middle of a big change anyway, and it just solidified that to me for me that none of the drama on YouTube matters. Nothing anybody has, will, or ever do really matters. People around these parts, they like to eat it up. They like to come here and eat up all the drama and shit. And I just came to this point where I don't care. I just do not care. And I came across the wrong way at some close friends over that these past few days. And I didn't mean to be mean to them or disregard their feelings or what they cared about or what they found important. I just didn't know any other way to tell them that I don't care about that. I had other things that mattered. You know what I mean? Um, and I don't know. When you're in it, I used to be. I've been in it. I've been in the mud. I played in the mud before. Burnt down my main channel, and damn near burnt down this channel with all the drama. You know what I mean? And didn't care if it fucking got taken too. Um, it's but pulling out of that and looking back at it, none of it matters. All the drama I've been through, all the specific, victimhood that I could bitch about and whine about on this platform. None of it matters. Nothing anybody's ever said or did really fucking matters. It's if you were there and you seen it or you heard it, you may have an opinion about it. That's and that's about as much as it matters in reality. And as we move forward, you know, and I'm not saying I'm turning a new leaf and becoming, some forgiving person, and wanting to move on and move past and rebuild. None of that bullshit. People burn bridges. That bridge is burned. We're not rebuilding. Any of that. But on the same note, I don't mean to be rude and off-putting about your feelings and your problems, even when I don't see any. When I can't see the value in it. Everybody sees the value in their own problems and their own issues in life, and I guess it's hard for others unless they're really close, and can see the implications of that. It's really hard for the rest of the world to care about that. You know what I mean? Especially as a man, we have to suck it up and figure it out and deal with shit, and do as little whining and bitching about it as possible. So anyway, yeah, it's just been um there's just real shit going on, and when real shit is in going on in your life, and you don't have time enough to be bored with the problems of the world, then those problems of the world don't really seem to matter, right? Um, we're at that age, sea monkey. We're getting to that age where you know we're lucky, uh, you know, to have had relationships that we've had for as long as we've had, and even when it's too early and too soon, you know what I mean. We're lucky to have had those relationships up to this point. We're in our mid 40s, Jackie and I, and I lost friends through the years, mostly to drugs and shit. But I've lost close friends, but we haven't really lost a whole lot of family yet. Most of my family's pretty healthy. We just lost my grandmother about a year ago, and we've had a few deaths, over the years, but they were, very sporadic. But that's why I was realizing we're getting to that point in life where it's gonna be it's gonna become more of the norm. You know what I mean? And I have to fucking thank God and be happy that I've made it this far before I really had to face a lot of this, and knowing that I've still got time with a lot of people, you know, I don't know how much time, but I know there's still time with a lot of people that a lot of you don't have anymore. So I'm not gonna take that for granted. I'll try not to take that for granted, um, and try not to waste too much time on some bullshit, that doesn't really matter. Um, and then there's things that do matter. There's things that do happen in your family, and can put a monkey wrench in things and cause problems, and sometimes you have to separate yourself, right? So I'm kind of in the middle of that too. I'm in the middle of losing family, and separating myself from family, uh, for everybody's well-being, and all that. So it sucks. Kind of weird moment. So going back to the music, and looking into the funky period of the mid 70s and early 80s, I'm finding a lot of solace and it's helping with some of the depression and shit. You know what I mean? Uh, it's helping. Getting in touch with some of these artists that I heard commercialized and heard throughout the years, but never really knew who they were and what their stories were. I've really been reading a lot of this stuff about these people as I've been listening to their music, learning quite a bit. Hey, what's up, SEC? Good to see you. Um, but it's helped with my mood, and it helps keep me in a better mood. I've been listening to better music. Uh, I guess I could blame FCC a little bit for that. Kind of getting out of my comfort zone with rap and accepting, you know, good music. Depending on not, regardless of what kind it is. I'm finding good music in a lot of different genres. I actually bought a fucking country album like a week or two ago. I never thought I'd buy a country album, but I did. Uh, Garth Brooks. I wish I would have bought the actual album I was looking for, but I found a live album, a 3 disc album that had all those songs and all the good songs on it. So I bought it, and a little bit disappointed. He was doing some crowd work, through most of the album, and literally like let the crowd sing through half of couple of my favorite songs. And he had a big crowd, so he was feeling it. And I guess if I was a huge fan of Garth Brooks and a bigger fan, it would be cool. But it kind of annoyed me. I just wanted to hear those songs, and I wanted to hear them in a studio quality. And I didn't care to hear a crowd fucking singing along through half the shit, and singing for him through half the shit. So I kind of wish I didn't buy it. I was looking for No Fences, I think it's called, or I don't know. I can't remember the album's name, but it's got When the Thunder Rolls, and all them other songs. Uh, so that's kind of a regret, that particular album. But I did it on purpose. I was trying to find particular songs. But I don't plan on expanding my library much on country. Uh, I'm fine, old rock and roll, and definitely soul and funk, and jazz, and of course I'm always gonna love rap. So, anyway, that's what I've been doing through a lot of this shit recently, and along with the flooding, we've had a lot of flooding going on. So it's been a crazy month. We haven't done any of the uglies reactions videos. Uh, I haven't done any of my comedy videos in over a month. I've still got all the clips to do and to work on the next out of context. I just haven't been in the right mood for it. Like I said, we've been dealing with a lot of shit and a lot of flooding. We had like 3 weekends of flooding in a row, so it's been a it's been a hell of a ride. I'm ready for the end of 2024, to be honest with you. Um, I guess. Hey, what's up, Mark? Mark Smith in the chat. Marky Mark. Um, yeah, I guess I'm gonna go play another Blackbird song. And then we might change the album. Link is in the chat if anybody wants to panel up. I promise I will be listening and out for whoever. I know Angela joined on my last stream, and I was in the middle of something. I told her to hang on. I didn't know who it was, and then by the time I remembered somebody was backstage, she had given up and left. So, and then she commented that that was her in the backstage. So I apologize to Angela. I didn't mean to leave her backstage and forget about her. But I think that was on our Vinyl Wednesdays, and we kind of keep that I like to keep that a more structured stream. So I definitely had things we were wanting to talk about. So I just got into that when she joined. I kind of heard her join and told her hang on, and then I just forgot about it. So my bad about that. I'll try not to do that again. And here I'll play another Blackbird song. Let me take a look because I can't remember what the song's name is. take a break before we play some more. All right, so yeah, that was the Blackbirds. Like I said, I got three of their albums. One of their main songs that got used quite a bit. Rappers still use their lyrics. Actually, I've heard many of their lyrics in rap recently. Was Rock Creek Park, doing it at the park. That song, I would say probably their biggest hit, most known hit. But anyway, I believe the Blackbirds, the main uh, Jerry Bird, I believe his name is, came out of Sly and the Family Stone's band, along with Larry Graham, who Larry Graham is the bassist, was their main bassist for Sly and the Family Stone, and like that whole group like splintered off, and they had several groups. I believe the Meters was part of them, or at least one of the band members played for Sly and the Family Stone. Um, Shoot, I'm drawing a blank now because I just Tower of Power, I believe, was another. So anyway, so this chick that I really got into recently, her name, and I played on a stream recently, um, is Betty Davis. Because when I realized that funk itself, the genre of funk was the type of music that I'm really looking for, that I really vibe with. I went ahead and just looked up, the funkiest artists and the funkiest bands, and Betty Davis was number one. And the more I read about her and people talked about her, she's really the queen of funk. She's really the first real funk, like the person that brought funk to jazz and soul. She has, in my mind, in my opinion, the same the same type of sound and soul in her voice as Janis Joplin, with more attitude, and uh, she's just really, really, really good and really dirty, and way before her time. She sings about some really, I mean, she sings. There's a song called "Booby." What was it? Shooby Doop and Cop Him, talking about not being able to control herself and just grabbing a man by the junk and taking it. She's like the early version of Donald Trump. But anyway, she was married to Miles Davis, who was known as the King of Cool. He's the one that brought cool to jazz, um, and was a world renowned artist at the time. Was married to him and ended up leaving Miles Davis for one of the Stone brothers from Sly and the Family Stone. I can't remember what, Sky Stone. Left the left Miles Davis for Sky Stone, and then ended up having at least one of her records produced by Larry Graham, of which we're about to play some of his music. Larry Graham and the Graham Central Station. I always thought growing up that it was Grand Central Station, and that's what the group was called, but it's Graham Central Station for Larry Graham. So anyway, uh, yeah, these are like this whole group of people that came out of and around Sly and the Family Stone were heavily influenced by Jimi Hendrix and Janis and even Shaka Khan and some of these others, you know, Bobby Brown, who uh, I don't know where I was gonna go with all that shit. Anyway, it's been some cool shit. Just reading into the histories and stuff, and who worked with who, and these people were super hardworking people, man. Like every time I get into a specific artist and start buying, their records from Cause they'll do records with that band that I was turned on to begin with, and then they'll turn around and do solo albums and shit, and it'll still be the same styles and shit. So uh, these people didn't just back down and just give up once they wrote a hit, dude. It's not like today. You know what I mean? Uh, they came with it, and one of her songs, Betty Davis was singing about how people do things for the love of money, and how dirty money is and shit. You can tell that most of these people, they did it. They played the music for their love of music, man, and they it's like a oh, what was his name? Charles Bradley, something Bradley. I think it's Charles Bradley. I'll grab my phone here in a minute. That didn't get he didn't get found, as an artist, and discovered as an artist until he was in his 50s. He would have probably kept singing, even if he never got any notoriety. You know what I mean? And I think Sly and the Family Stone, and you know Betty Davis, and all these artists, they would have kept playing music. They would have, it would have been on a corner somewhere playing music, or in a bar somewhere playing music, or touring the world playing music, one way or another. So, and you can tell when you're listening to their albums that, like Bobby Womack, I just got his album, man. I'm going to be talking about that on Wednesday. He did a complete album at Muscle Shoals, and the song that I bought that album for, the song that I was looking for on the album isn't even the best one. Isn't even it isn't even my top two. It'd probably be my third favorite. There's two other songs on that album, on Bobby Womack Communication album, that's way better. I love way more than the one that I thought I was gonna love, and the only one that I did. There's some albums that I only like one song on. You know what I mean? I thought this would be the case, but no. That whole album is great, and he's a damn good artist, man. Bobby Womack. Anyway, I don't see anybody paneling up, little fucking scared bitches and shit. They never want to panel up with Treach. They want to talk shit about Treach in other people's chats. Everybody likes to re-stream Treach and play Treach on their streams and shit and share their opinion, but they don't want to panel up and tell me to my face. Ain't that some shit? That's alright. I get it. I used to troll. People are scared. People are scared I'm going to start trolling again. I probably won't. Yeah, let's fucking put some more music on and see how long it takes until they take my stream down for copyright shit. Cause you bitches ain't paneling up, and I ain't the kind to beg. Let's see. Boogie baby. Oh, boogie baby. Boogie baby. Oh, boogie baby. If you want money, All right, fuck it. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play some of this Betty Davis for you guys. If you've never heard Betty Davis, you're in for a treat. Uh, Dude, this bitch is wild, man. Like, Betty Davis was wild. I don't know which one to play you, cause they're all fucking good. Let me think about it. Down Home Girl's good. All right, we're gonna listen to Down Home Girl because Jackie likes it, and it's kind of. This is a really toned down version of her. Like, yeah, let's play it first, and I'll show you what I mean.
I was born in a little shack down in Mississippi. I was raised on a lot of soul. When I hear James Brown, I gets that good feeling. I give it some. I'm a down home girl. I'm just a down home girl. I come from the country, but I sure do know where's that. And when it comes to loving, I don't hold nothing back. I'm so full as I wants to be. I gets right down to the nitty gritty. 'Cause I'm a damn hunger. I'm just a damn hunger. Yeah. I say, give me some hog maw and a plate full of chitlins. I want me a slice of watermelon and a hand full of biscuits. Nah, 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 I'm gonna eat it up. 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 'Cause I'm a damn hunger. I'm just a damn hunger. Yeah. I say, give me some hog maw and a plate full of chitlins. I want me a slice of watermelon and a hand full of biscuits. Nah, 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 I'm gonna eat it up. 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 'Cause I'm a damn hunger. I'm just a damn hunger. Said I'm a damn, 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 damn. Damn, 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 damn. I'm just a damn hunger. I'm a damn hunger. I said I'm a damn hunger. I'm just a damn hunger. I said I'm a damn hunger. I'm just a damn.
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
like
come on and listen to this one.
that's like the most low key song I think that I have from her. I think maybe this would be the next step up, and it'll give you a better taste of her vibe. Dude, this chick is insane, but so good. All right, this is called Getting Kicked Off, or also called Having Fun.
Are you a rocker? A finger popper? A tilly bopper? Tell me now. Do you dip? Do you do? Or are you smoother? Is your best friend paranoia? Tell me now, are you a street liver or are you stable? A 9-to-5 fella, do you use a napkin at your dinner table? Aya, aya, aya. Aya, aya, aya. Having fun. Aya, aya, aya.
I eat them with my pinky fingers.
Are you a player? A slick chicken layer? Do you lay 'em by the pairs? Tell me now! Do you lay 'em by the dozen? Or are you straighter? A little less jobber? Are you easy to please? Can one lady satisfy ya? Aya, aya, aya. Aya, aya, aya. Having fun. Aya, aya, aya.
I lay 'em by the dirty dozen.
Aya, aya, aya. Aya, aya, aya. Having fun. Aya, aya, aya. Woo! I party, I love to party. Aya, aya, aya. Aya, aya, aya. Having fun. Aya, aya, aya.
I eat them with my pinky fingers.
Aya, aya, aya. Aya, aya, aya. Having fun. Aya, aya, aya.
I stay drag all the time.
God damn. So yeah, those that stuck around, you know, you heard what I was talking about. She's pretty intense. Here's this other song that I was referring to earlier, Shooby Doop and Coppin. It's actually pretty entertaining. But definitely wouldn't be accepted in today's society. It's fucking hilarious. Listening to a woman sing about that shit, you know. But yeah, check this out.
Gal, she's a fine, fine, fine. Lord knows she sure is fine. Gals, I can't help myself. She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. I'm gonna do it till the cows come home. And when my goose gets loose, she's gonna know I'll still be getting it on. With him around town. Move it, move it. I'm gonna move it slow like a mule.
Go on and move it, girl.
I'm gonna love him funky, free and foolish. I'm gonna do my best and try hard to get him. And if I just take a look at that child, and if he's enough to drive a poor guy wild, and if take him in, check him out, I'm gonna.
She's gonna love him. She's gonna love him.
I'm gonna Scooby-Shooby-Doop all night.
Go on and love him, gal. Go on and love him, gal.
I'm gonna gonna tra-la-la till the sun rises, and when the clock strikes 12, shoot up and cop him. Gal, she's a fine, fine, fine. Lord knows she sure is fine. Gals, I can't help myself. She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. Yes, I'm gonna do it. Shoot up and copy it. I'm gonna do it till the cows come home. Shoot up and copy it. I'm gonna do it till the chicken crows. Shoot up and copy it. Shoot up and move it slow like a mule. Shoot up and copy it. I'm gonna do it. Yes, I'm gonna do it. Do it, do it. Move it, move it. Shoot up and copy it. Yes, I'm gonna get it. Shoot up and copy it. God, he's a fine, fine, fine. Lord, no, Lord, no. That boy, he's sure enough fine. Yes, I'm gonna move it. Yes, I'm gonna do it. Oh, yes, I'm gonna get it. Guys, I just am gonna have that boy. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine, fine, fine.
All right. Hey, what's up, Zippity? I cleared out my block list. Not of everybody, but quite a few people got unblocked. Congrats if that's you. I don't normally do that very often. Anyway, I'm still looking in the background. I got some sinus pressure on my teeth, so I'm waiting for the ibuprofen to set in. You may not have been. I feel like I might have blocked you though. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I get pretty block happy. I don't mind blocking people pretty quickly. You know, I was actually known as Banhammer Treach for a while, so I try not to be so careless with my block button anymore. It seemed to piss off some people that were close to me. I didn't realize that me using my block button meant so much to some people, but I actually lost a couple friends over it. So, hey, what do you know? People actually care what you do with your own fucking, your own utensils. I've got hella songs I could play. I don't know that you did anything, dude. I was just stating, in case there were lurkers. What's up, Cardio? In case there were lurkers that were wondering, I did unblock. I did delete quite a few people out of the block list. So anyway, back on that Bobby Womack though, I put a song up on this channel, or on my other channel, the original Treach Shifskin channel. I put up a Bobby Womack song called Communication. It's actually pretty fucking funky. Very, very funky. Cool song. It's actually gotten quite a few hits. I was surprised. My little vinyl music videos I've been putting out. Honestly, between me and whoever's fucking listening, my dog's getting old. His health is fading. So I've just been getting them in videos so that I can go back and watch them later on, if you know what I mean. It's mainly for my sake and my family's, and people that care about my dog, and a lot of people do. There's some people that might love him more than I do somehow. He he's a he's a very 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 sweet and friendly dog, and people just everybody just falls in love with him. And so anyway, uh, he's listening to me right now. We've been I don't know, like Damone could tell you. We've been feeding him fresh steak every day. Um, uh, and the dog food that I do give the dogs, it's not cheap shit. I try not to let him eat dog food though. I try to just give him enough steak every day to keep him happy. And he eats, you all beef jerky with me as a snack. And yeah, we're just trying to help him out, live as long as he can, and be happy and as comfortable as possible. And a lot of those videos, I keep putting in people's face. It's really for me. I love those songs, and I want to go back and, you know, kind of pretend he's still there. I guess be able to watch those videos and kind of feel that moment when I recorded it. And sometimes even in the videos, I'll go and love on him and shit, and it'll be nice to see that later on. So, cause he's getting pretty up there. He's about 14 years old. I've been saying he's 15 for a while now, but Jackie proved that he was 13, last year. So he's definitely getting closer to 14 years old, and just realistically, and it's not going to be around forever. And just kind of wanted to have that to be able to go, you know, see him again. I may, who knows? It may be too much. I may not even be able to look at the shit, right? Um. Anyway, yeah, I don't see anybody paneling up still, and I guess it's just gonna be on me. I don't like to just sit here and run my mouth. So, so there's this other song, Bobby Womack sings called Medley. Uh, that kind of hit pretty deep and is a good song. And I've also got Graham Central Station. I just turned the record over, I think. I'll probably play one of those because I'm going to be up for a while. I think the ibuprofen might be starting to set in, helping my teeth out. And yeah, I don't know. Fuck it. Just keep playing some music, see what happens. If anybody wants to panel up, you're more than welcome, friend or foe, like always. Hey, what's up, Kevin King? Good to see you in the chat. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna save that Bobby Womack medley for the outro, cause it's pretty deep. It's a pretty deep, really beautiful little song, and yeah, I don't know. I'd sent it to my son and told him, listen very closely. So I'll just use it as the outro and let everybody reflect on it on the way out the door. And as I said, anybody wants to come and interrupt things, you're more than welcome to panel up and have a chat. All right, yeah, Kevin. That the bassist there's the lead singer Larry Graham, the Graham Central Station. The bassist, the bass part. He used to play with Sly and the Family Stone, and he played bass for pretty much everybody. Like all the funky artists from the '70s would holler at him, and he'd probably be playing the bass for them if you looked at the records and read the credits and shit. He produced albums for uh Betty Be- Betty Davis, the chick we were just listening to, and produced his own albums. I bought that Graham Central Station album. I can't remember what it's called, top of my head. And I also got just a Larry Graham album, just his solo album, and I thought it would be funky, and it's not. His solo album, it's really good. It's just more of a soul and R&B type album. He's got a great voice. I didn't realize how big of a voice he had until I listened to his solo album, because I think most people just really want to hear his bass, dude, his bass licks, his bass walks. Literally the funkiest bass player ever, in my opinion. But yeah, it's been cool learning about that history and running across those albums. I got them fairly cheap for their condition. One of them is actually a promo. I think the one we just listened to. Let me grab it real quick. Yeah, this let me change the camera. Yeah, this Larry Graham, Grand Central Station, My Radio Sure Sounds Good to Me is the album. I just picked this up yesterday, and it is a promo. So it is an extra nice pressing, good quality disc, and everything's in perfect shape. Pretty much, the cover's ripped a little bit right here on the edge, but that's it. I don't even remember what I paid for it. Like I said, I paid just over $50 for 5 records, and this was one of them. I got two Larry Graham records and 3 Blackbirds. So that was just what I found yesterday. I found a place. We had a family funeral to go to, and there just happened to be an interesting record store on the way. So we was able to stop by and check it out. We're gonna go back. The dude had he had pretty much every album that I'm looking for. I just couldn't afford some of them. I grabbed the ones that I could afford that were at a decent price. Some of them, his records are a little pricey, but when you consider the quality, all of it, like dude's got high quality shit. So it'd be worth going back for a few albums. He had all of the Betty Davis albums that I'm looking for, but they were all a few dollars more than where I already found them online. So I'm debating, maybe making a deal with him and getting a slight discount, or just paying for them and getting them shipped like I have been. Man, it's the way it goes, Kevin. It's like I was saying earlier. I feel very lucky to be 45 and just now having to face that for the most part. We've had a few deaths in our family, but it's been a far and few between. So we're lucky to have lived as long as we have, and to have had the relationships that we've had. So at this point, I just feel like we made it. A lot of my friends died off of drugs in their 20s, and then I had a friend die right after he turned 30, and he was still a virgin. So I was pretty angry about that. I was pretty angry about that. Dude was super smart guy. Um, so I was pretty angry about losing him for a long time. Um, so it happens, and nobody's above it. We're all gonna go through it at some point. Uh, but through it all, and what I take from my experience is that I'm very lucky, dude. I'm very lucky to still have time with a lot of people that some people don't, you know, and so I'm just taking this as a chance to try to not waste too much time on foolish shit anymore. I would say. So yeah, I guess maybe another Larry Graham for vibe's sake. And as I said, the link is in the chat. Anybody that's not scared to panel up on Treach, I promise to be easy.
sound is so good. Are you happy? Say it, y'all. Are you feeling real good? Are you happy? Come on now. Yeah. Are you happy? All right. Are you feeling real good? Are you happy? Yeah. Are you happy? All right. Are you feeling real good? Are you happy?
Yeah, I figured you probably been around. I thought I'd recognize your name, Kevin, but nice to meet you if you're a newbie. I'm a recovering drama channel. Used to be a truther channel, recovering drama channel that now just fucking focuses on music and shit. I haven't even been promoting this channel. I've been trying to promote my original channel where I do vinyl streams and shit like that. Hang on, I gotta go turn that record player off. But yeah, I think what kind of sealed the deal for me as far as giving up on drama on YouTube was clicking on live on YouTube because I got bored with all the normal drama crowds. And I would go into other random lives and see that it was the same thing going on there too. Like everywhere I went, it didn't matter what race, group or whatever. It was the same shit. There's people shit talking other people and doxing each other and pulling up each other's personal histories and just a bunch of garbage. So I don't know. I just got bored with it. Life changes, and then when deaths in the family occur, it just kind of puts things into perspective. You know what I mean? In ways that you don't really understand until you go through it. Yeah, most of it is garbage, but I've always maintained the argument with many people on this platform that it doesn't have to be. Hang on a second. It doesn't have to be garbage, and we don't have to be shitty. We don't have to play the game like they want us to. You know what I mean? All the ARGs and LARPs and all that shit was set up for us to just take part in. We can still, damn the man, and damn fuck the system by utilizing, these resources for positive things still in the midst of all that. So, like I said, when I changed my venue, that I don't care if there's nobody watching my shit. I'm gonna keep just kind of doing this, going this route, and moving on from things that will not ever matter in reality. You know what I mean? People get stuck. That a definition of insanity, is doing the same thing over again and expecting that at some point you're going to get different results. I think this place makes you insane, or it can make a person go insane if they allow it to. You just have to be able to shut it off and realize, that, even Elon Musk, man, they all want you in a virtual reality. Don't think Elon ain't down with the program. All Mark Zuckerberg, all these fuckers want you not only taking part in a virtual reality, but they want you stacking your chips in that virtual reality. They want you stacking your crypto. They want you developing a social credit. You know what I mean? and they want you taking part in that shit and putting all of your worth and value in a virtual system. That's what they want. So, I fell back on vinyl uh, to get away from the digital atmosphere in general and realize, you know, to connect to the vibe of life, you got to disconnect from the digital life. You can't. It's two different, worlds. And I realized this, Kevin, many years ago when Grand Theft Auto, the game. I think when GTA 3 was like the big major change turning point. But I don't know if maybe it was San Andreas or Vice City is when I realized what was going on. And one of my really, really close friends, he's the type that would get 100%. If you know what that means on in a GTA world, he would go find all the specific special items. He would do all the special jumps, get all the special vehicles, do every fucking thing you can in the game to get the 100%. He would do that shit. You know what I mean? And I remember, cause I played it. When I came around, I would play it, and I was up on it for a while. I would have the latest system. I would have the game when it first came out, type shit, right? And I would play it, but I remember went over there once, and I had been out, doing my own thing and not playing games for a while. And I went to his house, and dude literally, because we could play 2-player, I could get in the car with him online. It was like the first time you could do that, and we was tripping out on that shit. And so he's taking me through this city where he owns, all these mansions. He's showing me all these mansions that he owns and all these cars he owns. And I'm like, but it ain't real. Dude, like, it ain't real. Like, yeah, you got all that, and you got all those millions of dollars in that digital world. But my homeboy was really feeling like he had done something. You know what I mean? Like, dude, that just blew me away. It blew me away. Cause I realized at that point how much some people were investing their reality into the alternate reality world, in the virtual reality world. ARGs were dreamed up. Augmented reality games were dreamed up before this was even a thing, before internet was around, and before they even knew what it looked like. They developed these from game theory. Y'all would have to do your research to really look back into that shit and understand what it's about. And not saying that game theory is bad or, inherently evil in its own, but it's been weaponized and used against us like any other thing. And I've told a very close friend that's in the would say in the tech world, and all about the new age stuff, all about virtual reality and like quantum computing and stuff like that. They're all about that shit, and what I stress to them is that there's not any form of technology that's offered to the public that is not weaponized first. It's they don't give us the technology before it's weaponized against us. They have to control it. Why would they give us the technology that they can't control? So anyway, um, yeah, and I think that's why I just don't play games now. My grandson was here. We had him Friday night. Uh, so yeah, I got the PS4 going, and we played some game. I sat and played some games with him because he's not really big enough to really figure out the controller yet, but he likes to watch the play and tell me what to do. You know what I mean? But even when I'm sitting around and you know literally bored to death, running through my head, what can I do right now, or what can I do today to not feel like I wasted my day? Playing a video game doesn't even cross my mind then, dude. It's like somebody would have to suggest it, like my grandson did, or somebody come over and be like, "Hey, let's play a game." I'd be like, "Oh, okay, sure." But that's pretty much how I had approached playing video games in the first place. When we was kids, my parents wouldn't let us just veg out on video games, dude. Uh, we got to play, and our family's rule was, because there were so many kids around, you only got one chance to live. You know what I mean? You played that one game. Once you died, you handed the controller to the next, and you moved the fuck on. So if you didn't really give a shit, you would take your turn, and then you'd go back outside, go play ball, or jump on your bike or whatever. You know what I mean? You wouldn't sit there and watch other people play some stupid ass shit. You know what I mean? So anyway, but that was how different things were. I don't know how old you are, but coming from my generation, we was outside most of the time. My parents didn't let us just sit there and watch TV, or just sit there and play video games all day, because there was only one TV in the house. You know what I mean? You wasn't allowed to just fucking hog it all up for yourself and shit, for the most part. But I was complaining to a friend recently that I don't think kids climb trees anymore, because that's all I did. If I did, when I was growing up, dude, we was up in trees like all the time. If there was a climbable tree, I climbed that motherfucker. That's what we did. We was out there climbing trees, and I was telling my friend, I don't think kids do that. I don't think kids just realize they can climb up a tree and get all the way to the top of a fucking tree and look all the way around everywhere and shit. It's fucking amazing up there. Kids don't do that shit anymore. They're scared, or their parents won't let them. And then I read in the fucking news, the over there in London, they're writing people fines up. If somebody climbs a tree, you could get a fine. Like, they won't let you climb a tree over there in London and shit. It's like, what the fuck? You can't even climb a tree anymore? Like, that's considered a crime? Like, wow, man. Dude, we was always up in trees. If we didn't have a bike to ride or a ball to throw, we was up in trees, and we was breaking off, branches to make them look like guns and shit. And we was like pretending we was in a spaceship or something, flying across out in the fucking space and shit. The kids are weird, man. Kids are definitely weird these days. They just kind of stay in weird groups and stand around and talk about shit. I don't even know if they play pretend or use toys anymore or not. Well, shit. I guess nobody's paneling up. So what can I say? I might how am I going for an hour and 40 minutes? I guess I could play another Graham Central Station real quick. See if somebody wants to jump on here. If not, after that, I will probably play this Bobby Womack medley for y'all on the way out, because it's a damn good little song. got a deep little message to it. Hey, what's up, Harper? I seen your man here a little bit a while back. He may still be around. How y'all doing? Seen y'all on somebody's panel recently, and that was a pleasure hearing your voices. Glad to see you two doing some fun stuff on this platform in spite of everything, all the negative shit. So anyway, let me go look on there and see what I got on this Graham Central Station. What I can get away with playing real quick. Just spill my bong. Hang on 1 second.
Yeah. Hip, all right, hit it.
I'm gonna leave that on the record player for in the morning, 'cause that's gonna be a good ass album to wake up to. Like high energy, fucking feel good music. Hey, cheers, Kevin. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be shutting down here pretty soon. But yeah, I'll be around either here or find me on my original Trash Shiscan channel where I'm really trying to put work in. We do vinyl Wednesdays every Wednesday. We my son and I go through vinyls we bought through the week and play some shit and talk about music and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, I got oh, it's cool, Harper. I was gonna play a couple more songs. I hope you enjoy, 'cause this chick is fucking awesome. Her name is Betty Davis. We're gonna go ahead and listen to we're gonna listen to Funk, because this is the funkiest fucking song ever written. Swear to God. We're gonna listen to that, and then we're gonna listen to Bobby Womack medley on the way out.
Jimmy, yes, he could make it do anything, he used to say. Chocolate corn. Oh, don't you
Yeah. Funk. Funk, yeah. Funk. Wow, funk, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm out of here. Y'all check out this Bobby Womack medley. It's a fucking beautiful song. Way more laid back than that was. But yeah. We'll see you around.
But you know what? I feel down in my heart. I don't care what it is. If I can get into it, it's commercial enough for me. But you know what? I feel down in my heart. I don't care what it is. If I can get into it, it's commercial enough for me. But anyway, I remember a little while back, I walked into a recording studio with just me and my guitar. And I remember starting out on a song, sort of went something like this. Well, it had the same melody anyway. The head man called in president, vice president, and just one of his producers, and an engineer, You know, they all sit around with their heads dropped down while I was trying to get over. You could hear a pin fall. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. And I'm steady trying to get over. Well, anyway, after I got through doing my thing, or should I say doing the best that I could, I never forget what they told me. One of the cats got up and say, I like you. And I ain't saying that you can't sing. But as they all began to leave the conference table, they kept on saying, what, you're not commercial? Commercial. Commercial. No, you're not commercial. So I went on out. Or should I say I sold out. But like I said before, music is music. That's how it is. That's the way it is. Well, I didn't change my style because I still had the same heart. But just like the man said, he said, Bobby, it's got to be funky. Yeah. I came back and said, now I want to sing something that I want to sing. A little song that says, it says, why do birds suddenly appear every time you're near? Just like me, they long to be close to you, yeah. Why do stars fall down from the sky every time you walk by? Just like me, Can't you see they just wanna be close to you? Yeah. Listen to me. On the day you were born, angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. So they sprinkled moon dust in your hair, and of gold starlight in your eyes, a blue. Oh, that is why all the guys in town follow you around, follow you around, follow you around, just like me. They just wanna be close to you. Well, why do stars fall down from the sky every time you walk by? Yeah. Just like me, they just wanna be a little bit closer to you. Oh, I know. On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. So they sprinkled moon dust in your hair, and I see rainbows when I look at you. Oh, that is why all the guys in town follow you around, just like me. They long to be closer to you. I think I got a reason to say, I wanna be closer to you. Let me say it one more time. One more time. I'll go anywhere you want me to go. Buy you anything that you want me to buy. But oh, baby. Oh, baby. I got to get a little closer to you. Oh, yes, sir. Sometime I lay awake all